with the play.
3rd and 4. Blitz coming. Prescott throws backwards and intercepted. Jenkins has another one. Racing down the sidelines. Rayshon Jenkins is going to win it.
Says on the beat, boy.
Yeah. Cause he wanna light. Headlights, I've been whipping midnight through the city. I've been going through some things, trying to get my mind right. Push the bucket to the limit, push that bitch into the fence. Gotta get the full control, gotta get my mind right. Headlights, I've been whipping midnight through the city. I've been going through some things, trying to get my mind right. Push the bucket to the limit, push that bitch into the fence. Gotta get the full control, gotta get my mind right.
I will tell you, Jacksonville is a team that can come from behind. So don't get that twisted. Don't think that you can get out on them and they can't come back, because they can. Because they're, like I told you before in one of my observations, they can get turnovers and then change the tide quick. Play hard for 4 quarters. But while they play hard for 4 quarters, it's like weird. Like, this is a weird team. So one week they'll get blown out by Detroit, like 40-14. But then they'll come back and beat the Baltimore Ravens after the Ravens were smoking them. And then they'll come out guns a-blazing against the Chiefs and then lose that game. But the one common denominator I have is that they play to their competition. They're going to play up. They're going to be coached well. So Dallas cannot take this game lightly, because this is a dangerous team that has played some really good teams well. What's going on, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy DMV, back with another one. Got my Joe Barty here, ready to talk some Cowboys football. As you guys can see in what I told you guys last week in the prediction video, the observation video where I gave you the 10 observations of the Jacksonville Jaguars, I had this team pegged to a T. I told you exactly what this team was. I told you exactly how this game would go. And I guess people didn't believe me. People are in shock. You guys believe that the Jacksonville Jaguars are a bad football team. They're not a bad football team. They're a young team that's still trying to figure things out. But along the way, the last couple of weeks, they've been figuring it out. Trevor Lawrence has been playing at a higher clip than he ever been playing. I told you this team wasn't going to die. Against good teams, that's what they do. I consider Dallas a good football team right now in this league today, because there's so much bad football going on. That Dallas plays a little bit better than the bad football that's going on. But see, I think this team got so used to the newspaper clippings, they got so used to winning and beating bad football teams, that they forgot how to play 4 quarters of football. The Dallas Cowboys do not play 4 quarters of football, and that came to bite them yesterday. And it's going to continue to bite them until they figure it out. But I'm not here to just give a whole bunch of negative, because there is some silver lining. So what I'm going to do for you guys is lay it out today. There's some blue lining, which is the bad, and there's some silver lining, which are the good things that happened yesterday. But we're going to start with the blue, because I know that we lost today. A lot of you guys want to hear what are some of the bad things that are going on. A lot of you know what they are. But number one is the turnovers. They got to figure that out. They have to figure it out. I'm tired of coming on here every week and saying I'm tired of watching Dak Prescott throw the damn ball to the other team. Whether it's his fault or not, I'm sick and tired of watching the ball go to the other team. And yesterday, it bit us in the ass. It bit us in the ass yesterday. The Jacksonville Jaguars aren't the Colts. They're not the Houston Texans. They're not the Chicago Bears. So it bit you in the ass yesterday. Stop throwing the damn ball to Noah Brown. He's not a good enough number 3, so why are you throwing tightly contested stuff to him? He's shown you over the course of this whole year, Noah Brown does not have consistent hands. He can't catch. All right? He has to jump to catch the ball. If the ball ain't exactly where, pinpoint in the freaking numbers, he can't catch the damn ball. And his team should have addressed it. The fact that Noah Brown is better than your 3rd round pick, and the fact that he's better than the veteran receiver that you brought in here, is a problem and has been a problem. That is a front office issue. That is a personnel issue. That's not even a scheme issue, as bad as there are some scheme issues. That's not a scheme issue. Noah Brown's not good enough. Straight up. I'm going to say it. I hope he watches the video. I hope I meet you. I respect you. I think that you've done as much as you could possibly do for this team. But at this moment, right now in the season, when the team needs you in crunch time, they should not be throwing you the football. They should not be not saying they shouldn't be throwing you the football, but they shouldn't be diagramming plays for you, bro. Straight up. I'm going to keep it 100. I appreciate that you're in the NFL. I appreciate the fact that you've gotten this far and you filled in and you know what I'm saying, you've done exactly everything that the team has asked. But at this point, the team needs a little bit better. I'm just going to keep it funky. Number 2, play calling. More than anything, situational play calling. Kellen Moore sucks at it, bro. He just sucks at it. He's shown you that. It's time for Mike to take the play calling. At this point in the year, right now, with 3 weeks to go, and knowing that you have an extra week, it's time for Mike to take the play calling completely. Let Kellen install. You guys work hand in hand. You take the play calling. Because this guy just doesn't know what he's doing in situations. Point blank. And I got people telling me, oh, well, we ran the ball 40 times. We only threw it this amount of time. It's not the numbers, guys. Stop telling me you got to get to this number of running. You got to get to this number with passing. That's not it. It's situations. The defense, struggling like it was, giving up 500 yards. They got you 2 stops that should have won you this football game. I watch good football teams do it all of the time. They got you a fumble with 1 something left. I think it was like 1:30 left or something like that. And guess what? You gave Jacksonville the ball back. They had 3 timeouts. You gave them the ball back with a timeout. Doing stupid stuff. You gave them the ball back with a timeout. Knowing that your defense is struggling. Your struggling defense, they mustered enough to get you a turnover, and you couldn't get 10 yards. I don't want to hear overall how the defense gave up 500 yards. Stop looking at the stat sheet and look at the damn game. In overtime, the defense got you a stop. They got you the ball back. They got you the ball back, and what you do, you throw the ball to the other team. You diagram a play to Noah Brown. You tried to get so damn cute in the situation when in the situation in overtime, you don't need to be cute. You don't need to be cute. You just need to get your layups. You need to get into your offense, and you just need to get down the field and score some points and get the hell on up out of there. Man, I ain't even playing the rant this morning. Let me get the blood pressure down. Number 3, the defensive scheme. Teams have figured it out. I told you this was the perfect week for us to figure it out. This is the perfect week because we're going to play a team. We're going to play a quarterback. We're going to play a receiver. We're going to play a team that are going to do some of the same things. And the fact that, we can't figure out that other corner side. Leighton Vander Esch went down. I've been critical of LVE this year, but he was starting to pick it up these last couple of weeks. The fact that, our pass rush can't get home because they're getting the ball out too quick because they figured out what the rules are to our defense. So they're getting it out quick in the areas that we're just not able to get to because of scheme. Now I think it is scheme. I don't think it's as much the personnel. I think teams have figured it out. Doug Peterson, I knew being a veteran, a guy that knows what he's doing, he was going to poke and prod in the areas that we were weak. Early on in the game, we were fine. Later on, not so much. They got to figure some things out. But Dan Quinn, you cannot go out there. You cannot continue to go out there with this product right now. You guys got to get in that film room and figure it out. Point blank, period. It's that simple. Number 4, situational football as a whole is just bad. And that goes on your head coach. Because the defense, allowed them to drive down the field. While I blame the offense for not closing it, you still allowed them to go down the field. Cedric Wilson, knock the damn ball down, son. And we're not even talking right now. Knock the ball down. I get it. You're trying to get a pick. But at that moment, that would have been a miraculous pick. You got to know either I'm getting that pick or I'm knocking it down. It can't go through your hands like that. Straight up. Now, I appreciate the effort. We got to make a play there. Either you making plays or the other team is making plays. You got to look at it that way going down the stretch. And last of my blue, the O-line question. It's not a question at this point. We know we can't pass block. The young boy Tyler Smith got his ass beat like a drum yesterday. You know what I'm saying? The right side wasn't that great either. We did well with combo blocking early, and we stopped doing it. I don't know why. That's from your offensive coordinator. But the silver lining is the Dallas Cowboys made the playoffs. They didn't have to win, but they made the playoffs. Number 2 is an AFC opponent. It wasn't an NFC opponent. So it was almost like the game didn't happen, although it did happen. But, you know, we're not going to catch the Eagles. But at the end of the day, you got in the playoffs. And now, with 3 games to go, you know what I'm saying, you have nothing to do but to prepare for whoever that 4 seed is going to be. You know what I'm saying? That's where your focus needs to lie at this moment. And the last silver lining thing is, right now, where you're at, playing bad football, playing the bad stretch of football, it's good to get it out now, but you're at a point now we have no place but to figure it out. So I think that this team has some soul searching to do, and I'd rather be in this predicament than to be playing my super best football and peaking at this moment. We got to figure it out. You got to grow. So that's the great thing about that. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. I'm going to be doing more content this week, and I'm out. Peace.